Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. Welcome to PPI Recording Studio, nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the fourth weekly episode for the month of January 2024 for Dedication Around the Nation weekly video series, because we are getting out to the nation and beyond. First photo you see come up today is a thank you to all our YouTube channel subscribers, such as Terry Merrill. We celebrated Terry's birthday last episode. To join Terry and our collective as new subscribers, very easy, quick, and simple. As you're watching today's episode, lower right-hand corner of your screen, you see a red button. Just click on, please, to that red button. That is it. You're subscribed. As well, you'll see this insignia, which is the like button. You can punch that if you would, please, and that'll help support technologically for this particular video on YouTube. And right next to the like button is the share box, and you can click onto that as well, please, and that'll share this episode with your family, friends, and social media. So next photo you see come up is for the last episode here for Dedication Around the Nation weekly video series, and that was January 21, 2024, and that was our first guest here as an interview, and that was Paul SIESWERDA, who was representing Gotham nonprofit organization based right here in New York City. Yeah. So thank you, Paul, for being a guest and for your support, that's for sure. If you've not seen that episode, live link in the text description area underneath today's episode. Makes it very easy for you. Scroll down, click on, and watch, please. Now, right after we did last episode with Paul, we did that interview, we went out to, I got invited to by Paul, to a nonprofit inaugural event in Rockaway, Queens, right here in New York City, and that was for an organization called Rockaway Creates. And you're going to see the award as I'm talking, and it's a wonderful organization. What they're doing is they're supporting community organizations, whether it be small businesses, nonprofits, and help get the word out for them. So they're like being a funnel for marketing and promotion for all these different type of organizations and different small businesses and businesses. So we went to the dinner. It was really wonderful. They gave Gotham was one of the nonprofits they celebrated that night. So they got this award. Congratulations to Gotham for getting getting the event. And the next one you're going to see is the photo they took of us that night when Paul SIESWERDA was accepting the award. And so I'll have live links in the text description area to Rockaway Creates Facebook page. Makes it very easy for you to get information about them. And certainly also Gotham website, Gotham Facebook page. Now, next one you're going to see is for an interview we did right here for Dedication Around the Nation. That might have been there. That was December 7, 2023. And that was for ZACK KLYVER, who is actually the executive director of Gotham nonprofit organization. And we had ZACK on as his new position as executive director. But ZACK, is going to be doing a speaking event or lecture, if you will, on February 11th, 2024. It's at 3 p.m. and it'll be at EASTPORT Arts Center, 36 Washington Street in Eastport, Maine, which is just right a banger, if you will. So I'll have live links in the text description area to Eastport Arts Center website. Also, their Facebook page makes it very easy for you to get information about that lecture. And it'll be about local whale habitat and also local whale watching up in that Eastport, Bangor, Maine area. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is for BARC. Now, BARC is a nonprofit organization based in Fairfield County, Connecticut, and they're an animal advocacy and also animal rescue organization. Now, we've been promoting them now for the last couple of 3-4 episodes, and this is a reminder that their gala fundraising event is going to be, you see the flyers, I'm talking October 19, 2024 in New Haven, Connecticut at Aramontes. And I'll have live links in the text description area to BARC's website. Also, their Facebook page makes it very easy for you to connect with BARC and get more information about not only that event, about that particular organization. And the last one I want to talk about briefly is for Beneath the Sea, and that is their weekend exposition, and that's going to be March of 2024, so it's coming up. We've been talking about it now for the last 2 months. You see the flyer, and I was told this morning that Gotham Whale is once again going to have a table presentation at that weekend event on a Saturday and Sunday, and I believe it's March 22nd and 23rd this year. But you see the flyer as I'm talking. So I'll be there for that to help Gotham Whale as I did last year. I went out and supported them with Paul and his dad. So live links in the text description area to Beneath the Sea website, also Facebook page. So Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor to Dedication Around the Nation Weekly video series. The website, as you see the logo here on your screen, is www.project142.org. Our Facebook page is Project 142 NYC. The event calendar tethered to the website is www.project142.org/calendar. Now that calendar, I've sculpted it into becoming a major marketing platform for other organizations such as Gotham Whale, for example, International Women in Jazz, which are both nonprofits. Now BARC, for example, their October 19 event is on our website calendar. And it's all the idea to help support them and spread the word, because we can all use some help and support at this point in time. Small businesses such as Pearl Street Station Restaurant up in Malden, Massachusetts, with Paul Solano being the general manager, and Paul Ponders, his podcast series, another one that we support here. So it's been quite a while since I've done a underwater photography episode. So we're always broaching new topics here, new subjects. In May of 2022, I created a sideline here for what we talk about, different topics and different subjects, and it's underwater photography. I'm exposing that to some people, haha, so to speak, for folks that have never seen anything like this, and help get the word out about our underwater environment. I've scuba dived and been on trips in different pockets of the world, such as Australia, Fiji, Hawaii, British Columbia, Sea of Cortez, certainly off the Atlantic, certainly Long Island Sound, and certainly the Caribbean. So today, because we haven't done an underwater photography episode since, and you're going to see the photo as I'm talking, July of 2023, today I'm not only going to talk about one of my photos, which is this one you're going to see as I'm talking. That's actually taken off the Fijian Islands in the South Seas, and that's soft coral, right? It's so beautiful, and the colors are so vivid. It just like jumps out at you when you're diving. But I ran into, if you will, this brand new episode of a long-standing PBS show called Nature. I go back to watching Nature when George Page was the narrator, and I loved George Page. I loved his voice. And I still watch the show to this day. But their most recent episode is about, and you're going to see the photo come up, it's called Wild Hopes. And it's about saving corals. And it's no secret that we got global warming going on. It's no secret that we have coral bleaching going on. And coral bleaching, if you don't know what that means, is corals die in the water, in the ocean, because the temperatures raise too much in the water and they can't support life because it becomes too warm for them. So this particular new episode, and you're going to see it on your screen, is about saving corals. And it's taking place at a lab out in the University of Hawaii. Hence, that's why I got my Hawaii fish shirt on today. And they are going out and harvesting corals that are still alive, and they're taking bits and pieces of them, taking them back to the lab and growing them, and then taking them back out. And the ones that are surviving and seem to be heat resistant, if you will, they're taking them back out in the hopes that they can regrow the coral communities. Now, you're going to see a photo here. That's what a healthy coral community looks like. And then as I'm talking, you're going to see another one come up, and that's another representation of what a healthy coral community looks like. Well, what happens is we're losing so many coral communities now that the fish leave that particular area, and it not only supports fish, but it also supports crabs, such as this particular guy right here. This is a shot I took off of Hawaii. I was diving on a night dive. It supports crabs, shrimp, all different kinds of fish life. All different kinds of different little tiny little critters, you know, and it's all the basis of the coral community. That's why this particular episode of Nature is perfect, because it explains what coral is, how it interacts in the water, the chemical interactions that it has. So I encourage you to watch this. Live link in the text description area to that particular episode of Nature. Please subscribe to their YouTube channel, and it's only about 10 minutes. It's a wonderful It's going to give you so much information. It's a wonderful way to learn about our underwater world and why it's so important to have corals in the water, because it is the basis of life for fish, for example, such as my little friend here. This is a frogfish that I took off of Hawaii, and this is another example. It's that whole coral community supports, I'm sorry, I get so excited about it, but it supports that whole fish and shrimp and crabs, and if you don't have it, they leave. And it becomes a photo you're going to see come up. It becomes this. It becomes a wasteland. And it really doesn't have to be. Now, you're going to say to yourself, or you're going to say to me out loud as you're watching this, how can I help? So it's very easy. One way you can help, and I've talked about it before, is plastic. Plastic we have made by human beings has become the scourge of the seas and our landfill sections, right? So recycle more. What you do is you take these plastic containers, wash them, right, and dry them, and then you can put them into recycling. And I encourage you, any kind of container like this, wash it, let it dry, and then recycle it. All the recycling helps because it doesn't end up in the ocean. Because it's not just the bulk plastic, but it's also the microplastics from the plastic production that now little microscopic pieces of plastic get in and the fish eat it and they end up dying, and it's not cool. So we're getting better at recycling, and I encourage you to do that, please. So it's all about the idea here of somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere she's waiting for me. If I could fly like birds on high and straight to her arms, I'll go sailing. Thank you for joining us today. Check all of those live links in the text description area. They are there for you. Makes it very easy for you to connect not only to that nature episode, but also Gotham Whale, for example, also Rockaway Creates, also International Women in Jazz. Please do that. They are there for you. We'll see you next episode, and as always...
Scotty, keep treading water. Next to the buoy is the horn. Quick.
I have the snorkel in hand.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Chip, for breezing on our PPI recording studio. We'll see you next episode.